Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kirby, and if you're new here, I'm a mobile mechanic slash car dealer slash I've got a load of projects on the go, which I'm working through the Christmas and New Year period, working on some of those projects, which you'll see here. But today, I will be working on my own vehicle. So we've got the old workhorse in today. And we've got a leaking rear diff, an oil leak from the engine somewhere. We've got a noisy drive belt and tensioners or rollers, and possibly brakes all round. Oh, and a full service. So yeah, plenty to get on with to keep this old bus running for the next year. And rather embarrassingly, last night I came up the unit just to have a bit of a tidy up of my van, because before I went away it was an absolute mess. And on the way home I decided to play a game of fuel roulette, and I lost. I was probably about half a mile from the petrol station and the engine light came on. It went into limp mode and I was just creeping it there. I thought I was gonna get there, but there was someone in front of me that slammed on their brakes at a zebra crossing, even though the person had already crossed. I came to a near enough stop, and that was it. I just crept over the zebra crossing and then the van cut out. So yeah, that was a bit embarrassing. Hazard lights on, mobile mechanic broken down. So yeah, and we've got to change my driver's front tyre, or at least change it over for the spare and take this one off, because at the minute it's getting a bit flat, and this has been ongoing for a little while now. Again, it's just, I used to pump it up, it would last about a month and then it would slowly look a bit low, but now I pump it up. I pumped that up yesterday and it's already looking flat, so got to sort that out. So right, let's get cracking. I might not be able to do all of the jobs today, but I will get it all in this video, because today is New Year's Day, so Merry New Year everybody. As most of you know, these videos, sometimes there's about a 2-week difference, so if you're watching this sort of midway through January and I'm saying Happy New Year, you know why. The point being is, I was meant to pick up most of the parts for this and my other van, and yeah, they're all closed on New Year's Day. So anyway, let's get cracking. Right, I thought I'd leave the van on the flat surface. Right, so I've got my drain pan just down there. I just want to take this cover off. It is rubber. Yeah, I just want to make sure that's okay, because I got all genuine Mercedes bits, but they didn't send me the bung. But that's fine. So I'm just going to go around, crack all of them off, because the last thing I want is one of these bolts to snap. That's not a good day. That one's tight. You'd have thought that bottom one was the loose one. It's been lubricated by all the diff fluid. Right, so that's all the bolts out. There we go. That came off quite nicely. Absolutely stinks. But this looks like it's been off before. There's a bit of pen mark there, where maybe it might have been rebuilt or something, possibly. I don't think that's factory. But I don't think we've got any shininess in there. No flakiness. I think we're okay on that sense. So I've taken off most of the gasket. Still got little pieces here. But yeah, here it is. The bottom side of this diff, I'll just give that a little wipe up. Yeah, it is a little bit rusty, just a bit of surface rust, but that's not a problem, to be honest. I'm going to give that a nice good clean up. Yeah, we've got a new seal, new cover and some new oil to go in there. We'll just give this a bit of a clean up too. So there you go, just cleaned up as best as possible all around that edge. There is, if you look very closely, still quite a lot of build up of rust here, and I've got it as flat and as clean as possible. So yeah, there is a gasket to go on there in the cover, so I think we'll be alright. There is only one way this gasket will go on. You can see the shape of it up there. and the shape of the diff up the top here, that will go on there, and all the bolt holes line up. Right, so little tip, if you've got something with multiple bolt holes, don't put one in and tighten it up. Make sure they're all in, and then you can get this or whatever you're putting in exactly where you want, and then you can tighten them all up. I'm not sure I've got the torque settings for these, but they're not going to be too tight. I'm not going to go too mad. And then we'll fill it up with some oil. Right, it's a bit tight under here trying to film and show you guys what I'm doing. Ouch, on my head. Case in point. So I've got a little syringe and I've got the bottle here. All I'm going to do is fill up the syringe, poke it in there, and wait for it to drip out, and then that should be the level. I think it takes 1 point something litres, but Mercedes didn't do these in 1 litre bottles, so yeah, had to buy a whole 5 litres. You can see it dripping now. Just gonna bung the bung in. Job done. Right, so that's done, and I tell you what, my New Year's resolution, well, it is actually one, because me and Mrs. Curbside have sat down together and we've gone through our goals for this year. And one of mine was to get fit, or to get back into playing football, because I was just underneath the van there. There's not much space. Yeah, it was just hard work, and you can tell your fitness isn't right. It looks actually quite bright on camera, but it's actually quite dark in here. The lights are off. And yeah, we've basically just lost power. But I've lost power. Normally you come over to the fuse box over here, you put a little number in there. It's an automated thing. Tell it how much you want. They send you a code straight away. You put the code into the box and then you have electricity again. But seeing as it's the 1st of January and it's a national bank holiday, I don't think it's working. Although I can see I've got a couple of big lights I can set up. It's just giving me an excuse to go home. But I'm gonna have a look at this oil leak first, I think, just to try and see where that's coming from. So I'll show you guys 1 second. Right, got me temporary power supply. It's a good job I like a light or two. This one's really cool. I got this one off of, I think, Instagram ads or Facebook ads. But yeah, it's got these 3 sort of paddles here. They twist all sorts of way. This top bit comes off, so you can just use that off of the stand. Then I've got my big Milwaukee one. It's like the sun. Look at it, so bright. No excuse when I'm mobile. Oh, it's too dark, I can't work on your car. Yeah, I mean, apart from the batteries, yeah, if I've not charged them up, then we've got a problem. But let me show you the oil leak. And this is the oil leak. And this has been slowly getting worse, actually, because I haven't looked under here for a couple of weeks and there was just a small drip. So I'm going to go above and see how far I can see the oil leak coming from. I'm not quite sure what's up here that can leak on this side, apart from the cam cover gasket, possibly. Honestly, this light's too good. I didn't realise it had magnets on the bottom of there as well. So yeah, I can just put that on. Loads of lights. I'm gonna take the airbox off, take the cam cover off, and yeah, we should be able to hopefully see a bit more what's going on under here. Right, with that cover off, it's still such a busy, packed up engine. But it's not the cam cover, it's all dry. The only other thing I can think it could possibly be is this oil filter housing, or just below it in the gap there is a oil cooler as well. I can't really see anything, to be honest. I think it's going to be the oil filter housing and cooler. I don't know on these if they all run into one. I'll have to do a little bit of research. And whilst I'm up here, I might as well change the fuel filter, which just sits here. Get the oil filter out, change the oil, replace the pollen filter that's in there, replace the air filter, which is in the airbox, which was just sat on there. And then I'll go home And then tomorrow I can pick up all the other bits for this and the other transit. Oh, I've not got back into it yet. I thought having a nice little break over Christmas I'd come back with some enthusiasm, but I think it's made me worse. Just want to have more time off. Right, oil is currently draining out. I'm going to undo the oil filter. I've got this special tool that hopefully will fit these. 1 second whilst I get set up. So all you do is twist that, get it on the cup, twist it some more and it locks in place. There you go. And what we'll do is we'll let all the oil drain down now, and then I'll turn my attention to this fuel filter. There's a couple of clips just here, and then you've got these one-time use clips here, which you can, if I get the right tool and stop being lazy, get these undone. Oh my life, what is going on? Oh. Right, sound check. My fucking £700 camera. Right. I'm going home. And today I've just dropped, whilst trying to film that fuel filter, I've just dropped my 700 £600 camera into the oil that was draining. It's covered it. So I don't know if this sound's going to be any good. Yeah, I'm going home. I can't film anymore. Oh, I need to test out if this camera is actually still working. It's showing it's working at the minute, but look at the workshop. Oil everywhere where I was running around. Look at the mess. It just dropped in there, and then I just started running around in a panic. Oh fuck, look, it's everywhere. Okay, I think my camera is working, although the little gimbal just doesn't know where it is at any one time. So it takes a little bit of fiddling about to try and get it to focus, but hopefully it's working and you can hear me. And we've still not got lights, but yeah, here is the aftermath from last night. Oil everywhere. Look at that, just dripped it everywhere. It's all down there. Yeah, I had a bit of a hissy fit, didn't I? So I'm gonna try and get the electricity back on here. Right, the code is in. Let's see if it's worked. Lights on. Right, where was I? Fuel filter, air filter, pollen filter, sump plug back in. Right, so I've swapped over to my other camera because my gimbal on that phone is just knackered. That camera is just knackered, so I'll show you. After dropping it in the oil, to start it up, you go like that, and the gimbal is meant to but this bit is meant to turn this way, and then this top bit is meant to turn that way. But it comes up with gimbal protection, and you exit that and it just reverts back to there. So yeah, I can occasionally get it to work. It does sort of sort itself out, but no, just reverts back to that all the time. So I'm going to use my old camera for now. So the quality isn't quite as good, and it doesn't pick up any detail, but we've got to do the best with what we've got. And oh, by the way, do you like the new Curbside beanies? Mrs. Curbside got this for me for Christmas. Thinking about doing some merch maybe in this new year. A few jumpers, t-shirts, beanies. Still got the air fresheners that everybody loves. Let me know. I've gone ahead. I've done the oil filter, fuel filter, air filter, new pollen filter. I've just got those service bits done. And now we need to move on to the drive belt and all the tensioners and roller pulleys. Now I'm thinking, hopefully, if I come underneath here, they're all up there. So we've got a tensioner and about 3 rollers. So these guide rollers here. Got about 3 of those to change, and I'm wondering if I've got enough space to do it all down here without taking the fan cowling out. It'll probably make my life a lot easier, but it might be doable. It'll be very difficult to film because obviously, you know, my hands can just about get up into this gap, so I'll show you anyway. Right, that is all the pulleys and tensioners out, and yeah, I don't know if you'll pick this up on camera. That was the bottom one. There's 3 in total. This top one. And then the tensioner. Actually, the tensioner is probably fine, but whilst we're in there. And then this is the other one at the top. Not too bad, but it is rattling. So yeah, good to get all 3 of them done. I've got new ones. They come with new bolts as well, all new hardware. So we'll get them installed, put the new belt on, and we should have no more squeaks.
A few moments later.
New year, same. Right, I was just putting it all back together. I don't know if you can see that, but I've just spun the tensioner pulley round and it's got a little crack in it. Good job my tensioner's good, so I'll put that back on. Just a bit annoying really, isn't it? Hey ho, that's life. Right, so that's the pulleys done, the belt done. You've got to change the tensioner, although I've done my little drawing of the drive belt layout on the box, so the next person that fits one's got a nice little diagram to go off. Just gonna have a bit of a tidy up now. Van is back to being a mess, so I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up there, bit of tidy up round the workshop, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna go home. I've got loads of admin to catch up with, a lot of people to book in for next week. I've already got my caddy for a clutch outside, that's already been delivered for Monday. First paying job of 2025. I was planning on doing the brakes on this, but actually, you know what, the brakes are okay, got plenty of life left in them. And I do want to kit out the back of this van a bit better, to be honest. I don't like the shelving, so I mean, bear with me, it's a mess. I've thrown everything in. These are really good solid racking system. The problem being they're just a little bit too narrow. I could do with them sort of coming out to about here so I can fit more stuff on, because I end up putting a load of bits and bobs on the floor and they get in the way. That back unit I don't really use, so I need to maybe do something with that. I still haven't got my inverter set up in here, so charging batteries and things like that, I'm always doing it here at the unit or at home. The lighting, you can see where this one's quite blue and this one's quite yellow. This one's been up longer because there was a bad connection in that corner, but again, they don't really give off the best light. It looks bright on camera, but it isn't the best. So yeah, and I just have to have a bit of a clear out. So yeah, that is that, and that'll be another video. I hope you've liked this little brief video of me doing some repairs and having a meltdown. If you have, why not just give me a little subscribe and give me a comment and let me know what you want to see more of in 2025. I've got plans to make some different content than just the weekly videos. I do want to do more repair videos, more projects. Long-time subscribers will see all the projects I have out there that they need to get sorted, so yeah, I need to find time for that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.